say welcome before I welcome to Jtwes. Well, not Monday night,
No,
Tuesday
Tuesday.
night live because we were caroling last night, and I guess a Merry Christmas Eve to everybody, and a soon to be Merry Christmas to everybody. Glad y'all joined us. A little bit of different deal tonight, just because I got a brisket I got to get ready. And so I set the camera up here because to stay on schedule for this cook and dinner tomorrow, I'm gonna need to trim it some here about, I don't know, right around maybe a little bit before 8 o'clock, and have the grill get it on the smoker by 9 o'clock. So y'all can watch me trim a little bit and put some seasoning on it, and we'll continue talking, and Lena will continue telling me how hopefully I'll be doing it right.
Well, I don't know if you're doing it right or
I've
not.
never trimmed it. I don't know. So y'all keep in mind if I'm trimming this thing wrong, there's a 7-second delay. So you better tell me early.
Well, no, whatever you tell him, it's probably too late. So
Yeah.
don't even say you're doing it wrong because it won't matter by
It may not be
then.
too late though, Punky.
Um, let's see. We've got Jason McDonald is on.
Hey, Jason.
Joey Neal.
Hey, Joey.
Merry Christmas, Joey and Leno and everyone else. Hope it is all well. Joseph Lott is on.
Hey, Joseph.
Merry Christmas, everyone. And Timbo says, howdy, neighbor.
Timbo.
Farm All Fanatic says, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And Will is on.
Willy woo. I was wondering if you was going to make it back to the house.
He says, what did you get me for Christmas?
Nothing.
Sam says nothing, sorry. James Kelly is on.
Hey, James.
And Warhersted, hello everyone, Merry Christmas to all. Farmall Eric says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Farmall.
And this 1904 Farm says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, 1904.
And Johnny Edgerton's on.
Hey, Johnny.
Says Merry Christmas, JT West, waiting on Santa.
Yeah, we are.
And Abby and Jordan are on, say good evening, Merry Christmas.
Good evening, Merry Christmas. Hopefully Santa won't get caught up in all them drones up north around, well, that's around Farmall Fanatics up north.
He won't, because he's got a clear path, Santa.
I figured Dino, I figured he'd be done shot him down.
The FFA clears a path for Santa. FAA, excuse me.
FAA.
I'm so used to saying FFA because of Sam. J Pill is on.
Hey, J. Peel.
Good evening, all. Hope y'all are well. Merry Christmas. It's already Christmas Day here.
It is.
So J Pill, Santa's already been to your house then. He's making his way this way.
J. Peel, what time is it there?
It's probably like 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
because he gets home pretty early, like whatever his shift is. So yeah, we're going to do a brisket today. I've been in the kitchen all day. Well, feels like all day. Cooking things and mostly desserts. I don't know why I always make so many desserts at Christmas.
Yeah, well, you didn't make as much as you did Thanksgiving, I don't think.
And I made more.
You didn't make as much
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving.
And then I'm also making the homemade hot chocolate tomorrow. So
Yeah.
if you're like me and like to drink your calories, you'll have a hot homemade hot chocolate.
That could be a wide definition.
Oh, should I not say I drink my calories?
That could be a pretty wide definition.
I drink my calories by hot chocolate and cafe mochas.
Cafe mochas.
Mhm.
From McDonald's or Starbucks, either one doesn't make
Yeah.
no difference.
Okay, it's 12:35 a.m.
Oh, that's not too
35
bad.
minutes into Christmas.
So he's like 5 hours ahead of
Yeah.
us.
Cool.
Isn't bad. Butterfly Farms is on.
Hey, Butterfly Farm.
Merry Christmas from Gold Mine, Georgia.
Merry Christmas to you.
And Farm Life with Avery is on.
Hey, Avery.
Evening, y'all. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching my new videos. Hope you enjoyed the content.
I do.
And
It's always good to see you.
Heron Family Farm is on.
Hey, Heron.
Says Merry Christmas from Kingsport.
Kingsport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They've been on here before.
Mm-hmm. Avery says, Will, they're not going to tell you what we got them for Christmas. Yeah, and Santa's already been here. He came a little bit early because he only had one thing to drop off, which was something for Ivy Rain.
Will, remind me tomorrow to give you a penny. Yes, a penny that I have.
Oh, yeah.
I just showed it to you.
It's
Nino.
special.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. But, yeah, so what I was saying about cooking, we were going to do the brisket. We're just doing like almost like just a barbecue dinner tomorrow.
No turkey.
No turkey or ham.
Yeah, no turkey, no ham.
When we have it Thanksgiving, we're good for a whole nother year.
I'm going to make ham biscuits tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, I won't eat those. That's different. That's cured ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sam, Avery said hey.
What's up? Hey, Bree. Probably can't hear me that well. I'm not that close.
He can probably hear you better
You're
now.
getting close to it, son.
Mm-hmm.
On the floor.
Yeah, so,
I'm sure a lot of people's out tonight visiting. And,
oh, yeah, Christmas Eve is busy. I know it's busy for me. I had to stop what I was doing.
And I'm hoping to get one more video in this year. I debated on whether trying to do a video of something that we got going on outside or doing a year-end video and just show clips of the whole year.
Yeah, you could do a montage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, too.
Because the way I file everything now is pretty easy to pull the files and...
Yeah, you could, just do a little bit of a new video at the beginning and then just visit everything.
Talk about it, but so I thought about doing that.
J-Pill says turkey here for Christmas.
Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey for good. J-Pill, I tried to make Leno one of them things that you got in England.
I think they're poppers.
That you pull it apart and it pops.
Yeah, I don't know if you call them
I tried to wrap
poppers.
one of her presents like that. Didn't work out.
Yeah. But I accused Joey of getting one of their daughter-in-laws to wrap his presents because I came home from Bible study the other night and there was presents under the tree and I hadn't put ours out yet. And I was like, what are these? And he's like, don't worry about it. So I knew they were for me. And I said, who wrapped them? Because it was my wrapping paper. I just bought some new wrapping paper.
Have you never seen me wrap?
Mm-mm. No, you never have. Oh. So I thought the girls did it. So Joey's been holding out on me, which is not surprising. I'm sure he can cook and clean and do a bunch of stuff. Avery said, sounds great. Had beef tenderloin, broccoli casserole, twice baked potatoes, and Sister Schubert rolls. I'm very, very full. And he says, happy birthday, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that Avery said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and twice baked potatoes sound good. Would go real good with brisket.
Yeah, some of my microwave half-cooked potatoes sound good.
I might do twice baked potatoes tomorrow. I might have time.
You might.
Avery, thanks for that idea. I haven't done them in a long time. Warstead says, tractor question.
Tractor question.
At one time you had or used a 1-point to 3-point adapter. Do you still use it?
I did. It's on the video that I did a couple of weeks ago, unlocking the Farmall 140, I think was the name of the video. It's towards the end of that video. And show it a little closer, and I think I show what I welded onto it.
Real Fan 90 is on.
Hello, Paul.
Paul says, I've been confused all day. Yesterday didn't seem like Monday.
Me and Leno was talking about that going down the road. I said, man, it feels like Saturday today, and tomorrow feels like Sunday. I feel like we're getting ready to go to church, but we're not.
Right. Yeah, and I was talking to someone yesterday, and I didn't even know what day it was. I was talking about a day for some reason, and I said, what is today? I don't even know what today is. So, and so, yeah, we're all confused too, and we'll be confused probably till like the second week of January when things start getting back to normal. Avery says, my dad did them on the big green egg grill smoker.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. But
what do you do on the big green egg?
The twice baked
potatoes?
potatoes.
Oh, the potatoes. Okay.
Yeah, and I've seen a video about making potatoes.
Yeah,
on
that girl we watched, she did potatoes on the pit boss.
Yeah. But yeah, we did. We
I'm
went.
not used to being able to see the comments.
We went Christmas Christmas caroling yesterday, and it was really fun. It was pretty cold, but we had a huge group. How many do we have? Probably like 25.
Oh yeah, and then we sang at Wendy's too. Remember?
Oh yeah, we stopped. We finished.
They
We
come out
usually
the kitchen. They come out
yeah.
everywhere.
We usually finish at McDonald's. We go to McDonald's when we're done, but they were having their Christmas party, so we went next door to Wendy's. And we were the only people in there,
Yeah.
our group, and it was probably what, 8:30.
Yeah, somewhere on there.
And so they were all in there with
But
their.
did you notice the first thing as soon as we saw Silent Night?
Yeah.
And then it was like.
No, yeah, we sang "Away in a Manger," and everybody come out, and they were they were recording us, and they seemed to really enjoy it. So. And they handled our group because we all come in at one time as like 25, 30 people, and they got us right in, and the food was really good. I mean, I haven't ate at Wendy's in quite a while, but everything was really good. So I have to give Wendy's another chance. Avery said I'm wrong. He does them in the oven. Sorry. That's okay, Avery. But you can do them in a grill because we watched a lady do baked potatoes in a grill.
You can do them in a smoker.
So I would think, the smoker. So I think I wouldn't have thought anything different if he did do that. Paul says, did tamales here tonight. It's about nap time. Paul, how many?
Paul will be eating some serious Mexican food all the time.
How many did you make, Paul? Because I know last time I made them, I probably made about 100. Because you got to make that in big batches because it's so much work. You might as well get the most out of it. And I might do that for New Year's. I might make tamales for New Year's because it's been about a year since I've made them.
Is that 7:42?
Yeah, 7:42.
Okay. All right.
You gonna need to get that brisket out?
No, I'm gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go out here and hit the smoke real quick.
Okay.
They can still hear me. Smoke on the.
Avery says I may film Christmas morning and post it. Well, Avery, make sure that's okay with your parents because sometimes in the morning everybody's disheveled, and so I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
I think they can see me here, guys. I was gonna put some trimmings in this for some
Tallow?
tallow to pour
Okay.
over it when we wrap it for the last time.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll put some trimmings in this, and our good old Griswold #5.
Yeah, and we my refrigerator has been cramped for about a week because we have about half a cow in there with this brisket. It's huge.
That and my
And
bucket
the
of
lard. Yeah, he's got a bucket of lard and the brisket taking up a whole section of my refrigerator.
Go and get my scissors out of my top drawer in the back. I can't get this to cut right.
Use that knife.
I don't want to use that knife
Oh,
yet.
there's scissors in that drawer right
Sammy's
there.
gonna go get the knife.
Okay. I was gonna say I have kitchen scissors.
I'll put down a couple of these so it doesn't, because it's gonna be a little bit wet.
Yeah, and get your paper towels ready.
Yeah, I'll need some paper towels.
Is that gonna be enough?
Sammy can get me a roll.
Okay.
Sammy, go get a roll
Just
too.
get it off the dining room table. Let's see.
You see Adrian's comment about the Milwaukee impact?
What David?
He said he asked for a half-inch drive Milwaukee impact.
He asked for one.
Oh yeah,
Thinks about as heavy as he is.
half drive Milwaukee Impact.
Well, if Santa's got any sense, he'll get him a D-Wall.
Yeah, I was about to say something about that. That's a big impact, I'll say that.
Ain't nothing wrong with Milwaukee. They're a good
He
one,
sounds
too.
like Sam asking for a nail gun for Christmas.
Yeah, Sammy wanted a nail gun.
Yeah, he asked for a nail gun, but I think he might have been 10 though. He was younger than Avery, and he was serious. He really wanted a nail gun.
I still told Dad today that would be a great
No.
battery-powered one
No.
Yeah.
instead of pneumatic.
Paul says he might come over for New Year's if I make tamales. Now, Paul, mine are not spicy because so that way Joey can eat them. but I always have some sauce on the side that will be spicy. You're gonna sneeze now because that's mostly pepper.
I know.
Okay.
It hit me hard. So we got a Pit Boss Lone Star brisket, which is salt, pepper, paprika, and this one is one that they gave us. They gave us this at the campground, Punky. This one.
Oh yeah.
And it's Grill Mates cracked pepper, garlic, salt.
Yeah, we were at a KOA and McCormick was doing a whole little thing there, and they had a tent, and everybody was getting these free utensils and some spices. So it was nice to get that stuff because I like to try things, but I don't want to pay, $6, $7 for a spice when we turn out to not like it.
Ask Avery if he's talking about the half-inch D-wall impact. He asked me about it. Or something like that.
What, show it on a video
Yeah,
if you
is
still
that-
have
is
it?
he talking about the D-wall?
Yeah, Avery, what do you want him to show on the video?
Are you talking about the half-inch D-wall me and Dad got?
Lamont Powell said, Merry Christmas, stopping by quickly, back to family time. God bless.
Thank you, Lamont.
Thanks, Lamont.
Merry Christmas.
Will says, where'd you get the knife?
Don't you
Tell him,
worry
I
about it,
know, I was
Will.
going to say, don't
Why
you worry about
Why
it.
you being nosy?
That's what he always says when the boys are asking about stuff.
Why you being nosy?
Oh, he says the nail gun.
Oh, no, Avery.
No, we
We
didn't.
don't have a nail gun. I did tell Dad it was a good investment if he did get one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Look at
wanted
that,
a
Will.
nail
Bring it closer.
gun.
Bring it close.
Yeah, so they could see the little thing. That's
Jerry Deaver says, Merry Christmas from Jerry and Shannon Deaver. Still need to bring you that camp stove.
Merry Christmas, Jerry. Okay. Here we go.
Outdoors with Elliot says, I'm for sure a Milwaukee fan.
well. Guess what? We're D-Wall fans.
Yeah, please get him down when I'm fixing to make my brisket.
Yeah, Ollie's not allowed to get
No.
up there, but he still does.
You know, I got to get me a little drink.
You and that
A,
punch.
a lady at church knows Joey loves her green punch because it's usually frozen. And so she made sure to put some in his Yeti cup on the side so he'd have some to take home.
I love some good punch.
Joey's so connected. He's got the hookup, I guess you would say. Jack Graham is on.
Hey, Jack.
A very Merry Christmas to all at your house, getting ready to go to candlelight service this evening. Hope Santa brings you everything you ordered. Take care and blessings to all.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Merry Christmas.
Guys, we don't have nothing real, well, to be honest with you, if you can get any meat nowadays, as expensive as it is, it's special. But it's just beef brisket from Walmart, and I'm trying to get a grade on it. I don't even know if they got a grade.
Oh, yeah.
Paul, where did you get your tamales from? Was it like La Plaza or something like that? Because I keep hearing everybody saying we need to get our tamales from this particular tamale lady, but I don't know if it's the same place.
USDA choice.
Avery, you
It's
said that half-inch drive is small. I'd say once you get a half-inch drive on a impact, you're getting into some pretty big bolts you're breaking off.
Well, Avery says that's small.
That's pretty big for a battery-powered handheld impact. Man,
Orbra's on, and Orbra says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Orbra.
Will said your punch looks like antifreeze.
It probably is.
It looks like it.
Lynette may have slipped you a little in there.
It's good, Will.
Yeah, I think she made it so it could be like Grinch punch.
You know,
The Grinch.
this knife is like 1,000 times sharper
Yes,
than
please be careful.
anything in our drawer.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna use it then.
Look at it.
I
Just
know.
Barely touching it.
I know, that's
You
nice.
need to paddle out of that drive.
He is.
Boy.
I was just making sure you're gonna do that.
Here, let me move that out.
All right, Warhorse Stead says we rendered our last batch of lard in a roaster and it worked very well. How do you render yours?
Well, I don't render no lard, Warhorse there. I buy it from a place called Fat Works, and I got an order in for a gallon pail now that they haven't fulfilled the order, which just tells me that they haven't had no lard to render. So hopefully hopefully it'll come in. It takes up Leno's refrigerator space, and she's not too happy about that.
Yeah, because I got a side-by-side refrigerator, so it's, you know, you got only a certain amount. Now, my freezer's not so much a big deal because I got a half freezer in the laundry room, but my refrigerator space is kind of limited. Joey Neal says, I've got a Milwaukee framing nail gun, but it's a little on the heavy side. I'm sure, if it's for framing.
Dad, the only Milwaukee tool he has is a staple gun, and he keeps it in his van because it's lighter than the DeWalt one, but he hasn't told me much about it.
Yeah, because he don't want you messing with it.
It's better on my wrist.
Avery says, good talking to y'all. I'm going to go hang out with my grandparents.
Well, he's still
Okay,
on.
Avery.
Well, he's
Yeah.
still on it. He just commented.
Tell them
Oh,
we
did
said hey.
Yeah, tell your grandparents and your mom and dad that we said hello and Merry Christmas to them. They were so nice when they were at Plow Day. It was so nice to meet them all. John Briggs says, Merry Christmas to the Joneses.
Merry Christmas, John Briggs.
And Orber says, you going to smoke that brisket?
I am.
Yes.
Orbra, I've never trimmed one, never done none of this. This is all new to me. So y'all can sit, watch, and entertain, and and y'all can laugh at me.
Yeah, and you guys don't go to town on Joey because this is his first brisket and first trimming it. So he's brave doing this in front of everybody on the live because I would never try something the first time on the live. But
Mom, you got a good question. J. Peel asked, what are tamales?
oh, tamales are they're meat wrapped in masa, which is like a wet corn flour dough.
It's cornbread cooked in water.
No, it's not.
No, and so you take corn husk, and that's the dried corn husk from field corn, and you wet them down good so they become pliable. You put your masa, which is the cornmeal mix or cornmeal mash. You spread that on there. Then you put some meat in there, which the meat has all the flavor to it, really. Some meat in there, and then you roll the corn husk and tie it off. Then you put it in a big pot and you steam them on real low. And then when you unwrap them, that's the tamale. It's a Mexican dish, J. Peel. Orber says, you going to smoke that brisket?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he just turned it on. We're going to do 200 for how many hours?
Till tomorrow morning, we'll see where it's at, and we'll probably pull it. I'd like to get the internal up to about, I don't know, 170, and pull it, and then wrap it, and put it back on there, wrapped until it gets to about 205. Is what I'm shooting for. That's a big old piece of fat there.
Yeah.
Paul says some of them came from Trader Joe's. They're not the half bad. Poor Paul. I do need to get him some homemade ones then. There's a Salvadorian restaurant in Graham that has some really good sweet tamales too, which I don't like the sweet ones, but Pastor Cruz at our church, him and his wife make them wrapped in the banana leaves, and she makes, like, they're all white, and she makes chicken ones. I usually use pork for mine, but hers, they're like just a different version of them, and they're still very good. They're just different than mine, so I like either one. Welch Farm NC is on. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas, Welch Farm.
And Woolherstead says, oh, I see. We have 2 hogs going to the processor in about 4 weeks. We do enjoy raising them, but ready for them to go in 5 months. And Orber says, good luck. Ain't got no pointers. Messed up the one I cooked.
I got somebody that's not too far from the house. They got a hog in a livestock trailer. He's been there about a week now.
Yeah. Every time I drive by it, I'm like, ooh.
And I'm like, man.
Yeah,
I know what they're gonna do.
Right. He's just in that trailer in their front yard. And there are some down-home country folks, so, we know what's going on.
Like,
Everybody's
whoa.
getting sausage for Christmas over there, some homemade sausage. Oh, Timbo. Timbo, of course, my comedian, says mason jar punch, thumbs up. Yeah, it probably looks pretty shady, drinking anything out of the mason jar. But we always use mason jars for everything. Like if I make a half gallon of unsweet for my parents or something, I put it in one of the gallon or half gallon mason jars.
We could freeze this, and when Ellie grinds some deer meat, you can grind that. He can grind that with his deer meat.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd like to have some. Because I think that's like what his, who is it, Kurt? I think that's what they do is they grind beef fat into their deer.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Did you say Elliot killed a deer?
They took a bad cut right here, see?
Yes, he did. He killed a deer like a week ago or something.
Okay.
Last week, or earlier this week.
Well, and Elliot and Kaylee have a huge freezer. It's like a whole nother refrigerator. It's tall like a refrigerator, but it's all freezer. So Elliot has, definitely been stocking up his freezer for this this season.
I gave him all of my deer.
Oh, okay.
I did tell him though to give me something I can cook.
Like a tenderloin or something.
I only want like about 2 times I can cook it.
Mhm.
Because I know we didn't have the freezer space.
Yeah.
We didn't,
and that's what because Elliot has used up all my freezer space before.
But I do know that he wanted deer meat real bad, and I was like, well, if he doesn't get anything, at least he'll have what I got.
Yeah. And if we really wanted some, Ellie would give us some out of his freezer. Just take it out a little bit at a time.
Well, he said he was going to save some.
Yeah. Well, because Sam wanted to try to cook either like a tenderloin or something.
Well, I wanted to fry it, cook it on the stove, and slow cook it like in a crock pot or something.
Well, slow cooking in the crock pot's going to be the best. I can tell you that already.
When we did it fried, it wasn't that bad.
I used to take a deer roast, like a big deer roast, and then a small beef roast, and I would cook the beef roast on top of the deer.
Yeah.
And it was, so then you had like more than double the meat, and it all tasted the same.
Pretty good.
It was good. Joey Neal says, did y'all can any of the deer meat?
Ugh.
No, Joey, we do not can deer meat if I can help it.
That's a federal law around here.
Yeah. Last time we canned deer meat, my house stunk so bad that it took like a week for that smell to leave our house. Joey did say if he cans it again, he would set up the canner outside, because we do set up the canner outside sometimes for vegetables just because we already got like 1 or 2 on the stove. So I know he can do that, but no, we have not canned that in a long time. Joe with the W is on. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And Lath Man is on.
Lath Man.
It says Merry Christmas to the Jones family.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's see if I missed anybody.
I think what I'm going to do, this is about, it's pretty thin, so I think what I'm going to do is come around here about right here, because I think this piece here would get dried out, and just kind of come around here like that right there.
Okay. Please be careful with that knife.
Something about like that.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do with that piece?
I told you we're going to freeze it and give it to Ellen and let them grind it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This will make good hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I've never seen a brisket this big in my life.
This is a small one.
Because all I've ever got is those small Food Lion briskets that are like just the flat piece, and it's only like about that big. And plus, they're so expensive that I didn't want to pay $80 for one piece of meat.
That gets a sticker here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's trim this backside a little bit. Now, this right here, some people leave that. I'm going to bring it off.
Okay, well, Elliot will appreciate you taking that off. Because that's a lot of good fat right there.
Well, yes, it's quite a bit of fat on the back of this thing.
Martha Neal says, canned deer meat is the best way to eat it, in my opinion. Setting up canner outside wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty tender if you can it, so that probably is the best way to eat it. I never ate any of our canned deer. T. Hawkins says, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
And J. Pill says, do you call deer meat venison like we do here? Yes. Saying deer meat is kind of like just...
No, everybody here says deer meat. Some people say venison, but I think most folks say deer meat.
Yeah. It's a low class. We're low class J. Pill, deer meat. Deer meat. Instead of venison.
Dur. It's
Yeah.
dur.
Lathman says, what are we trimming? Sorry, I just got here. That's okay, Lathman. We are trimming a brisket. We're about to put it on the smoker probably about 9 o'clock tonight, and we're going to smoke it all through the night on about 200, and then take it off in the morning and wrap it, and then what? I didn't memorize the instructions because I'm not doing it.
Well, after we get it to 205, we're going to let it sit and get back down to 170, and then we're going to put it in a cooler.
Okay. Stan is on.
Hey, Stan.
Merry Christmas to all the Joneses. Merry Christmas, Stan. Hopefully you're getting some good weather, some good Florida weather for Christmas. William May is on.
Hey, William.
And he says, Merry Christmas, and now you can see my face. Oh, yeah, I can. We can see his face there on his
icon?
Yeah. Jerry Deaver says, what time will the brisket be? I'll be on my way. We're shooting for 2 o'clock tomorrow, Jerry, Eastern time. Don't know where you're located, but you're welcome to come. Joe says, yeah, sounds like you've done your research on briskets, LOL. I don't know if he means me or you.
Oh.
Because, like I said, I'm not in charge of it, so I just left all that to you.
Well, the key is getting a good mix of fat versus meat. And try to get that fat down about a ½ inch in its thick spots. And there's some spots it's not a ½ inch now.
Manic Mechanic is on.
Manic Mechanic. I don't think we've heard that.
Merry Christmas to you and your family. God bless.
Thank you, thank you.
And we have heard that.
Have we?
Yeah, because that's kind of hard to forget, Manic Mechanic.
Well, y'all know me and my memory.
Yeah. He always thinks a lot of people are first time on, and I remember most of the time. I remember who's been on. Jerry says, tell Sammy congratulations on that nice buck. Sam.
Sammy Bear.
Jerry says congratulations on that nice buck you got. I told him he started at the top.
Thank you.
There's nowhere to go but down.
Jerry says you're the luckiest person in the world.
Yeah.
Sure.
His first deer, how many points is it?
11.
11-pointer deer. His first shot.
Hey. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's because he was using my gun, Lena.
No, don't.
Oh, we can't say that word. Y'all don't say that.
Timbo.
We're not splitting this 50-50.
Timbo says, check that smoker every time you get up to potty during the night. Don't want to burn the place down.
Well, we're going to have to leave 90% of that up to the Lord, Timbo.
Yeah. That's why I was like thinking I might set my alarm, but only to make sure the temperature was still at the right place because, if it's going to have a fire, it won't really help to set an alarm for that. But it'll be fine. Lots of people smoke stuff overnight. We'll be all right. Will says, I hope that brisket don't mess me up tomorrow. Will, we seen you eating that Asian food. If that didn't mess you up, the brisket won't either. Plus, the brisket will be pretty lean. You can, get pieces that are lean from
It
there.
won't be too lean.
Yeah, Will's got what we think is some gallbladder issues, and high-fat foods will irritate that.
Yeah, I done diagnosed him.
Yeah, we diagnosed him. The ER, did their thing of let me give you every test for, $1,000 a test, but not give you a diagnosis. Stan says, we had nearly 22 inches of sunshine today. Similar amount tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. Yes, I'm jealous, Stan, which it was actually a nice day here. It was in the 50s and sunny. I didn't get to see a lot of it because I had to work and then I had to cook, so maybe tomorrow I'll get to enjoy it. I think we'll have another nice day tomorrow. Manic Mechanic says, I pop in every so often. My parents highly enjoy your videos.
Thank you.
Thanks, Manic Mechanic. Jerry Deaver says, actually, we're having brisket tomorrow night. Oh, good. So, yeah, this is for us tomorrow, too, but probably about midday or, I don't know, when everybody's going to come over. Because all the married people will come over. And probably Joey's sister and Joey's dad, hopefully, they'll be able to come. And so we'll have plenty of food for everybody. Joe the W says, I leave about an 1/8 of an inch fat on the back, then spritz it with apple juice and apple cider vinegar about once an hour for the first few hours to get a good bark. We do have some apple juice and a spritzer ready to go, so I'm sure we'll do that.
Yeah, I had made up my mind on that, W, whether I was going to do that or not. I've seen it a couple of different ways where it wasn't spritz and it was and it was and wasn't. And
I think you should. I think it'll help with
there is a piece of fat running right down through here.
Half the brisket's here. You might be trimming a little too much.
You know?
Okay. I'm just saying. Let me see. Jay Pill says, we have a farm near us. They have about 250 does.
Oh, wow.
Man. They farm them for meat, I'm guessing, for venison.
Probably so.
Jerry asks, how are the onions and garlic doing?
Garlic, wonderful. I need to get out there and look at the onions. We'll do that next video. I think I can see a little bit from the kitchen window there. So I think they're doing okay. But I don't know that for certain. Okay.
Sam Clement is on.
Hey, Sam.
That might be a new name, but he says, save all the trimmings for venison burger. You can freeze it if it needs to be vacuum sealed.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to freeze it and give it to Ellie.
Yeah, we're going to give this to Elliot to grind into his deer burger. Because Elliot processes a lot of deer meat. Joe with the W says, it's all just how you want it to look, truthfully, if you spritz it or not, LOL.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's about how it looks.
Yeah.
T. Hawkins says, that's funny when you said half the brisket was here trimmed. I know, that's what it looks like. But like I said, I'm not the brisket expert.
Oh, I ain't either.
Orbra says, I forgot to look for the barn in the last video. Uh-oh. You can always go back and watch it. You never know when it's going to pop up. Because I'm in charge of making sure it does pop up and Joey doesn't give y'all false promises.
I wanted a new piece for new piece
seasoning?
Yeah, a new piece of paper for seasoning. But I think I'll do this backside first because I'm gonna cook it with this down, and I'm gonna cook it with this thick portion
on the lower end of the heat.
No, closer to the heat. This small portion further away from the heat. But the whole brisket's gonna be to the right as far as I can get it. But as long as that is, it's, you know. Okay.
Jerry says, I'm about ready to start 2025 garden season, planning on planting 100 pounds of potatoes again. Yeah.
wow.
Which I think I can go through that in a year, Jerry, because I always run out of our potatoes.
Yeah, I never plant enough potatoes.
Because I cook them quite a lot.
But I hadn't normally planted that much potatoes because I wasn't sure about keeping them. But now that I got a place to keep them, we'll plant more.
It's a lot of seasoning.
Let me see. Let me get up in here. Let me get my personal pee.
J-Pill says, how's the weather with you? We're having a warm Christmas this year. We are too, J-Pill. We were in the 50s today, and that's Fahrenheit. And it was sunny. So the house got really warm because I have all these windows back here, and the sun comes in and heats the house for me so the heat doesn't come on. Still pretty cool mornings. I think it's like 28, but it gets up into the 50s, and I think we expect that tomorrow too. Lathman says, probably a silly question, but is that beef brisket? Yes, it is. It's beef brisket.
Now this is the deer we have around here.
Yeah, that's from Sammy's deer.
Yes, Sammy.
He was a beast.
Sammy's 11-pointer. Yeah, I told Lino, if deer tasted like cow, whew, man, I'd be hunting like
You'd be
every-
poaching.
Yeah, probably would be. If it tastes like cow, yeah, I probably would be.
Yeah, it was good.
It'd
Remember during COVID where somebody killed a cow and just took its hindquarters?
Hold that paper down.
Mm.
It almost went off, but it didn't go off.
Good job.
Did he really just pat me on the back?
Yeah, he said good job.
Boy.
Joe with the W says it's a big piece of meat, so it needs a lot of seasoning. It'll take more salt than you think. Daddy and me have been experimenting with briskets for a while. Well, good. Then you can be our expert, because this is our first one. Stan says, I was thinking that as well. Lots of seasoning, but I'm the guy that burns water.
That's not good, Stan.
So let's not take Stan's cooking advice. Yeah, that is, it's going to use like almost the whole bottle.
Don't get close.
And that seasoning's actually made by who is it? The
Pit boss.
Pit Boss, yeah.
Yeah.
That's who the brand of
Well,
smoker we
I'm
have.
sure as time allows, we'll find seasonings that we may want to try.
And that one is like pretty much the same thing, but just bigger chunks of it. It's
Yeah.
like not, it's more coarsely ground. I don't know. I hope, yeah, I hope a lot of it don't fall off.
It won't.
Okay. You know, we got it patted down so good.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
It is going to be good. I'm excited for tomorrow.
How's that front? Good.
Yeah, looks good. Looks covered with lots of stuff.
From here up is mine.
No.
From there down is y'all's.
No, don't start that already.
Yes.
Because you know it's going to shrink up. I wouldn't say to half of that, but I don't
No,
know.
because the top part, I think, is where you get your burnt ends at. That thick part. And the burnt ends is the best. The best.
Warstead says, J. Pill, I have had farmed venison in the UK. Our venison here in the US is closer to red stag meat. So yeah, so it may be different, like types. You know,
Yeah.
how you get used to a certain type of venison. William May says, "Hey, Grandpa, what do you have, I guess, for supper?" William, that's a brisket. It's a beef brisket. We're putting it on the smoker tonight for it to smoke overnight and have it for Christmas tomorrow.
Which I wanted it. It's coming out great because I wanted it to sit here on the counter for at least 30 minutes, maybe even to about 9 o'clock. Put it on at 9 o'clock and let it roll.
Yeah, so we got about 45 minutes before you put it on.
But I wanted that season to set on it, sit there. All right, we'll give Ellie his.
Yeah, we do
grinding.
have a food saver, which is so handy, especially at gardening season. And the food saver is just a vacuum sealer. It sucks the air out and seals it. And J. Peel says, that sure looks like it's going to be a tasty piece of meat. We hope so.
We hope so. I seen one at Sam's Club. Oh my gosh, it was expensive, but it was prime.
Well, I've got some frozen meatloaf for
This
backup
is a
if
choice.
we need it.
This is choice. But that prime piece we seen at Sam's Club, I was certainly staring it down.
Oh, William says, I know, I just couldn't resist the hee-haw joke. Because that's Grandpa Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, William, we didn't catch the reference. Because I've never watched
I
hee-haw.
probably just busted everybody's ears with the food saver.
I don't know.
So, I hope, guys, that this is going to be enough tallow. I'm going to put it on at the same time I put the brisket. And hopefully by the time I get ready to wrap this thing, I'll have a little bit of tallow to pour on that. And
Stan says they still rustle cattle periodically down here. Pull the rigs out into a secluded area and load them up. Not a good idea. Lots of gators around here. Wink, wink.
Leno, you might be able to, the next time you make a stew,
What?
the next time you make a stew,
Mm-hmm.
to cut some of those meat chunks off of that brisket and add with it.
Well, I thought that's what we're giving to Elliot.
Oh, we are, but if he don't have none to grind.
Oh, okay.
I think he's got a grinder, though, for his mixer. We could grind it ourselves. Of course, the ratio on that right there is pretty fatty.
Yeah. John Bender says, you folks have a great Christmas dinner. My mouth is watering. Merry Christmas.
Thank you,
Merry
John.
Christmas, John. And Lathman says it looks wonderful. And I don't know what Timbo's talking about, but he says his number is BR549. I don't know. Tell me what that reference is, because I don't know this stuff.
549. Yeah, I don't know.
T. Hawkins says there's nothing like some deer backstrap sliced and marinated in Texas Pete and buttermilk, then fried up. Yum, yum, get you some. Now, I do like the buttermilk Texas Pete combo because I like ranch and Texas Pete, which is basically a hot wing sauce. So I would like that.
This knife's going to have to pull double duty. It's going to have to cut the brisket and trim the brisket because I don't have no brisket cutting knife.
That's our one extremely sharp
Yeah.
house knife. Yes, somebody says Junior or JR samples hee haw. So I guess that means his number is BR549.
I think that's right.
Yeah. Joey Neal says from her Hall Junior sample car, LOL skit. Okay. So it's a skit on that.
Sometimes I watch a little bit of hee haw.
I did pull out my dehydrator yesterday, and I like to buy those tiny marshmallows that go in hot chocolate because I was like extra
I
ones.
really didn't use as much as I would have thought.
I know. I thought you were like using over half. But,
Yeah, no, I mean I probably should put a little more on there.
But anyway, I used those. I made my own marshmallows because they didn't have the shaker of them, so I just bought the mini marshmallows and filled up my dehydrator and dehydrated them for 2 days. So if you all needed that idea, it's real simple. And I'm sure it's a lot cheaper too.
Where are they at? In here?
Yeah. Because I'm making that homemade hot chocolate
Mini
tomorrow.
marshmallows and
They're crunchy. They're crunchy, ready to go in the homemade hot chocolate. And I'll do that in my crock pot with like, I think you use evaporated milk, whole milk, and milk chocolate pieces, and just slow cook it.
We got the brisket done. It's time for one more sip.
One more sip from the green jar. If anybody just joining us, that's just some Grinch punch that somebody made him that he loves.
She always makes it this color, no matter what the occasion
No,
is.
I think she's made some red kind. Yeah, she
no,
doesn't.
but no, that's her staple. Green kind is her staple.
Well, it's the best because
Yeah.
she made some red kind as well yesterday, cranberry type punch, and it I like the green kind better because I'm not a big cranberry fan. Janice is on.
Hey, Janice.
Says Merry Christmas, everyone. Jesus is the reason for the season.
Yes, he is.
Janice, tell Roger we did leave him something on the bench on his front porch. So whenever y'all get back over there. Bonnie Hawkins is on
Hey, Bonnie.
and says hi and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So anything you want to add before we sign off? We've been on
No.
almost an hour.
No, we're good. Brisket's ready, and we'll put it on. Yeah, I wished I could, if I had timed it, which I did want it to sit, though, a little bit. But these guys have seen a grill. They don't, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we already showed them a piece of something out
Yeah.
there that we grilled, maybe a pork roast or something. I don't know.
Maybe I'll take a little video of the brisket tomorrow. Probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. And a little video of it just to put it in my next video. And like I said, I don't know if I'll do we may show you the onions, do some things around the house, and then finish it off with some scenes of this past year for the last video of the year. Well, I guess the live next week will be the last. Last.
We might got a couple's feud in here.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
T. Hawkins says, you better ban Bonnie Hawkins, LOL. So, because usually T. Hawkins is on, and I think it's Troy, and his
Yeah.
Bonnie must be his way.
That's all right.
We welcome Bonnie.
Yeah.
We're happy to have her.
Not gonna be banning Miss Bonnie.
Yeah, we got a couple of couples who come on both together, so we love that.
We're keeping Miss Bonnie.
Farmall Eric says, have a great Christmas.
Yes.
And
thank
we
you.
will. Me and Sam, we got to jump back on the cookies. We're about to do sugar cookies now, and we get to decorate them. I left the funnest cookies for last. The W says, it'll turn out great. Merry Christmas. And Joey Nail says, have a great Christmas with your family tomorrow. I'm glad me and Martha have gotten to know you. And
Yes, Joey.
Martha says, you'll have to let us know how the meat turns out. Enjoy your family time. Jay Pill says, have a great Christmas to you all in the U.S. And Lathman says, rolling cultivators for the 140 are like impossible to find.
Yeah, well, they get hard to find used. You can get them new, but it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
hard to find them used.
Yeah, we seen them at Agra
Supply.
Supply, and yeah, but they were so clean and new. I almost didn't recognize them because I'm only used to seeing them.
Well, I buy
Tore
them
up.
purposely used because I think I've said this before. To be honest with you, the ones when they're brand new, they're pretty big. I mean, I kind of like getting some that the tines are kind of wore out on them already, and that makes the tines smaller, which makes the whole unit a little smaller, putting it up under the tractor. So I don't know how I'd be. Oh, I got a set that's like virtually new, and I've never put them under the tractor. But anyway.
Well, better start getting them wore down now. All right, so we good?
Yeah, we're good.
We good?
Guys, y'all have a
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God bless y'all. God loves you. And I guess I don't always, I don't want to say remember Jesus during Christmas because I want you to remember Jesus. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I want you to remember Jesus all the time, not just Christmas, but we are sure thankful that he came to this earth to take the sin of the world, my sin, our sin, everybody's sin, if we would just accept him as our Savior. So with that, God bless you. God loves you.